So here we are, about to start some filming. We do have one of the grill inserts out. We're running a Gen 4 air intake, which I'll show you. We got to build some Gen 5s this week, and then we're going to insert this grill insert, or hood insert. Guys think these hoods give you more clearance, but they really don't. With that depression and the plastic inserts, you actually have less clearance than a stock hood, but it's not an issue. We have plenty of clearance with this engine. This exhaust is very mild, but it's got a deep throat to it. You know that it's got compression. Here we are in the freeway, actually just getting on the freeway with the 8-speed. You can see it's keeping that gear pretty high. We're in 5th right now, just getting on the on-ramp. I have a feeling this Jeep has got pretty steep gears in it, because I've had it on the freeway already, and it's running a little bit lower R's than a 6L80 with maybe 456s, so I'm guessing that this has got some pretty steep gears in it. Interestingly, we just came up Summerlin Parkway, which is pretty steep. A V6 struggles to get up Summerlin Parkway. LS doesn't struggle, but this was actually going into the 4-cylinder mode. Touch the throttle, it drops a gear. Instant. Okay, we're in 8th. And we're a 4-cylinder. So we're going 60 at about 1750 RPM. Now I know that 37s with 456s is about 2000 RPM at 70. So I think this is geared a little bit steeper than that. I'll have to find out. But I'm holding 4th gear. I'm actually accelerating in 4th gear. I'm sorry, 8th gear in 4-cylinder mode. There you go. So now we're going 65 at about 2000 in 8th. Give it a little throttle, see what it does. Look at that, it dropped to 6th. So it came out of 4-cylinder mode, dropped 2 gears, and had pretty much instant power. This is interesting. We're going up the hump to Pahrump, which a V6 struggles. We're in 8th gear right now in 4-cylinder mode. Yeah, we're only going 35-40, but it's interesting to watch how this engine handles it. It's going between 7th and 8th gear and in and out of 4-cylinder mode. So right now it's choosing to be in 7th and we're in 4-cylinder mode. I'm holding the throttle pretty steady, but we are going up this grade. Okay, 4-cylinder mode just kicked out. Now we're back into 4-cylinder mode. This truck's really slowing down. Now we drop down to 6th. We're 6th as a V8. Seventh, 4-cylinder mode, 6th, 4-cylinder mode, and 6th. I think you can see all this. I actually don't think you can see all that's going on in this engine, because it's not only doing this, but it's also phasing the cam. 7th. Now you'd probably see a little bit less shifting in a 6L80 than you're seeing right now, but this really isn't that annoying because the gears are spaced so close. We're only talking about 100 RPM, 200 RPM change in different gears. One gear up, one gear down. So just a little observation. It's like in 7th gear going up this grade, and it's switching between 4 and 8-cylinder mode. Alright, so we're on our way out of this off-roading trip with a Gen 5 LT 6.2 L86 and an 8-speed. What can I tell you? It ran great. It's still running great. The 8-speed does fine off-road. It shifts good in low range. I'm in low range right now. It's very similar to the 6L80. Now, I think there might be a slight advantage because I did notice, like, taking off over some rocks and things, the closer gear spacing, like right there, I'm going over just a little bump, you can feel the transmission downshift and upshift, but it's so quick that it doesn't really, you don't lose any wheel speed. There really is no ramification to it. Plus there's RPM match shifting. So I'm going to say it's a pretty close wash off-road.